Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hurts. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
After the interception, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
To number 2, Amari Cooper. A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Cooper will come in motion right. A shotgun snap for Watson. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The pass. Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. He's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Chubb going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Browns 17, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Miami.
He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
63, 63, 63. Let's go. You on left.
Now a give right side Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Alpha.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now second and 3.
63. You on left.
Back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long.
73. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Low silver, ready? Bang. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni. Hey, let's go. No touch.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey! Crowd left, Yanni. Oh, it's Silver, ready? Silver, set. Hey! Silver, set. No touch.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
73. Hey!
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 73. Crowd left, Yanni.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. Dice right. Crowd left, Yanni. Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
63. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alpha. Hey. 73.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
63.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. First and goal.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 31, Eagles nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Silver, ready?
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 72 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta snap it. 59.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
And Watson's going to throw it here.
Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.